Hey, baby. Ugh. Everything in our plate. I'll make the pizza later. I'll make the pizza later. Look at that a little bit. Yeah? Okay. Got a few more things to finish up here, then we're going to do Outback Truckers.
What did you say to our new friends?
I said spaghetti and meatballs.
Do you want to be stuck here alone with the boy again? Let me handle this. Who wants a slice of French?
French arm.
They're juicy and
Here's the
delicious.
sheriff. Here goes the sheriff.
Or maybe a meatball sandwich?
Okay, guys. How's everyone doing right now? Okay, we're gonna watch that instead right now.
Hey everyone, today I dressed up in a...
Scott 1000 lasts 2 times longer, so you can use as many sheets as you want. Get more with Scott.
Hey everyone, today I dressed up in a SpongeBob uniform because we're going to cook the entire Krusty Krab menu in real life. The menu includes every edible dish the characters have ever eaten at the Krusty Krab, so we're finally going to figure out what is truly the most delicious item. We're going to start with the most popular one, the Krabby Patty.
Don't you get it, you crustaceous cheapskate? I can't make a double Krabby Patty with the word. I can't put a patty on a bun with lettuce, cheese, onions, tomatoes, ketchup, mustard, pickles, and top bun together in that order.
We begin making the Krabby Patty with the patty itself. We're going to need ground beef. First, we're going to season it well with salt and pepper. Then we're going to knead the meat to make sure the seasoning spreads evenly throughout. Next, we're going to take a ball of ground beef and place it on parchment paper and start shaping it into a patty. Done. For frying, we're going to use a stove that looks as close as possible to the one SpongeBob uses. So let's turn on the heat. Once the surface is hot, we're going to lay the patty down and gently peel off the parchment paper. Since the patty is small, it's only going to need about a minute on one side. Another key component of the Krabby Patty is, of course, the bun. To keep it from getting soggy from the sauces, we need to toast the bun. We're going to place it next to the patty on the pan. Speaking of which, it's time to flip the patty as well. We're also going to flip the bottom bun, and as soon as it's toasted, we're going to place the patty right on top of it, and then take everything off. Next, we're going to add lettuce on top of the patty, followed by a slice of cheddar cheese. And then for the veggies, we're going to slice some red onion into medium thick rings. We're going to do the same with a tomato. And last but not least, pickles. We're going to grab a pickle from the jar and slice it up as well.
Pickles.
Now we'll finish assembling the burger. Onions, tomato, then a squeeze of ketchup and mustard on top. We add the pickle slices and finally top it all off with the bun. And that's it. A classic crab.
That's weird.
Krusty Krab is ready.
Sheriff went that way, then he went this way.
Looks almost identical. Now we just need to taste it. Is it really as delicious as they say it is in the show? Yep, it's a very tasty and well-balanced burger. I'd confidently give it a solid 9 out of 10. Next item on the Krusty Krab menu is pizza.
Hello? Sorry, sir, we're closed. Ahoy there, Krusty Krab. How can I help you? Pizza? Of course we have pizza. Mr. Krab, please wait, we'll bring it right over. Mr. Krab, we don't serve pizza. We don't deliver. We don't deliver. But you do.
In the cartoon, the pizza isn't just any pizza. It's made out of Krabby Patties. Recreating that in real life is going to be much trickier, but we'll manage. I'm going to need exactly 5 Krabby Patties. We're going to move them onto a tray and then start taking them apart. First, using tweezers, we're going to collect all the pickles from the patties. That's done, and we managed to fill up this little bowl with them. Next up are the tomatoes with the sauce. We're going to move those to a cutting board. I'm planning to turn these into the pizza sauce. We need to dice the tomatoes very finely. And we're going to do this with each slice. This is the texture that we get, though it doesn't quite look like a sauce yet. So from each Krabby Patty, I'm also going to take 1 slice of onion. We're going to use that for the sauce as well. But first, we're going to mince it as finely as possible. There. Now we're going to move over to the stove with the cutting board, and we're going to add some oil to the bottom of the saucepan. Then we're going to saute the onions, stirring them constantly until they turn a nice golden color. Now it's time to add our chopped tomatoes along with the ketchup and mustard. We definitely need to add some water to soften everything up and help it become a proper sauce. Then to boost the flavor, we're going to season it with salt and pepper. We're going to simmer this down for another 5 minutes, and then the sauce is ready. Now let's move on to the pizza base. Sure, we have burger buns, but no matter how hard we try, they won't give us the right pizza crust, so we're going to need dough. We're going to drop it onto the table and roll it out with a rolling pin to shape our pizza base. Now it's time to transfer the dough onto a baking tray. We need to form a crust around the edges so the pizza looks like the one from the cartoon. Done. We're going to pour our tomato sauce in the center and spread it evenly with a spatula. There. Next, we're going to add the pickles we collected all at the beginning. Perfect. We need some cheese, so for now, we're just going to peel off the slices from the leftover Krabby Patties. We're also going to add the lettuce leaves on top of the pizza. In the Krusty Krab pizza, there were pepperoni slices, but since there's none in Krabby Patties, we're going to use the burger patties instead. Using something round, we're going to punch out several small circles from the patties. We're going to need exactly 7 pieces, so we pick up the leftovers and move them to the cutting board, and we'll slice them into strips. All of this meat filling is going to go right onto the pizza. Done. Now we need to cover everything with the cheese slices. Cover it fully so that none of the filling underneath is visible. And then on top of the cheese go the mini patties. Also, in the original pizza, there were mushrooms. So we're going to use champignons since nothing like that is in a Krabby Patty. We're going to slice them up. Then we're going to arrange them between the mini patties. Now, to get a nice golden crust, we're going to crack an egg yolk into a small bowl and whisk it. Then, using a brush, we're going to coat the pizza crust with the yolk. Finally, it's time to bake the pizza in the oven. Done. Let's take it out. We're going to cut it into 6 equal slices, just like in the cartoon. We also made a pizza box with the exact same design as the Krusty Krabs, and we carefully placed the pizza inside. The only thing I don't like is that our mini patties are brown, but in the cartoon they're red. So, using a small brush, we're going to take some tomato sauce and paint it onto the patties. Much better. Now it's time to close the box. Our Krusty Krab pizza is ready. Let's compare it to the original. This looks almost exactly like what Mr. Krab made in the cartoon. It's amazing that this pizza is 90% made out of Krabby Patties. Now it's time to taste it. This is very tasty. A super filling pizza with a burger flavor. I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. The third item on the Krusty Krab menu is kelp fries. Now that's what I call fast food. For this, we're going to take a large potato and peel it right away. To mimic the texture of seaweed, we're going to use a crinkle slicer, and we're going to cut the potato.
Come here, baby.
We get these thick, beautiful slices. Each slice needs to be cut lengthwise into 3 parts to match the fry size from the Krusty Krab. Next, we're going to shape a sharp tip on each piece and run the knife along the edges to create a wavy texture. This gives us our seaweed-shaped fries. We're going to need to do this with every single slice. Now we need to soak the potatoes to remove the excess starch. We're going to leave them in water for 15 minutes. After that, we're going to lay the wet potato slices onto paper towels and dry them thoroughly on all sides. Done. Now, of course,
Gatorland, a specialized blend of bioelectronics for rapid rehydration. Gatorland, is it in you?
Welcome to Huntington. A big that believes you should all get more for money. Like a couple of nights into beach days. And another you got enough for the go. Go for it, Gerald. Let's get more for money. Huntington Bank.
Need a toolkit? There's 3 great options from Harbor Freight. The Pittsburgh 130-piece kit is compact, portable, and packed with essentials. Perfect for home repairs and DIYers. The 225-piece mechanics toolkit provides more flexible tools for even greater versatility. And finally, this 301-piece mechanics toolkit includes the most used automotive and mechanics tools. No matter what you're working on, find the toolkit you need at Harbor Freight.
Take me out to the mountain.
Yeah. My cats are all looking at me like crazy. Nope.
So it's what? Unbook your next hotel.
first French fries are cooked in oil, so we fill a saucepan with oil.
Right.
We're going to heat this up to 164 degrees Celsius and drop in the fries. This is the first fry. Its job is to soften the potato inside, but without forming a crust yet. Then, we're going to take them out and place them on paper towels. Now, we're going to heat up the oil to 185 degrees and stir the fries. This step is all about getting that crisp golden crust. As soon as the fries reach the perfect cartoon-like color, it's time to take them out and place them on paper towels. While they're still hot, we season them with salt and give them a good toss.
We're a huge corporation. And we can't be stopped. All you protesters can go to hell. It's time for the lucky bell. From the factory farmer to your plate, the chicken's life is a sorry state. Pump full of chemicals, what the hell? They'll pull the hormones so they get back. At least we know we're slipping right. I love chicken with a shady smell. That's why I love Rockin' Bell.
Rocking Bell. Suffering never tasted so good.
These a 9 out of 10. The fourth item on the menu.
I'll
is-
get my guitar. I'll get my washboard. I'll go. So the base is a huge loaf of bread. We're going to cut it lengthwise right down the middle.
I don't want to make some money.
Done. Now we're going to remove the excess soft crumb to make room for more filling.
Yeah, I might do that too.
Next we need ground beef, a whole pack. And shape it into a massive patty big enough to cover the entire surface of the bread. There. Of course, we season it with salt and pepper. It's time to use the stove again. We're going to sear this mega patty on one side and then toast the inside of the bread as well. After just a minute, the bread edges are nicely browned, so we can take those off. Then we're going to flip the patty to the other side and let it cook for another 2 minutes. This patty is done, and so we're going to place it right onto the bread. On top of the patty, we're going to add cheddar cheese,
Pogro is
6
funny.
slices is enough. Then lettuce leaves, ketchup, and mustard. We're going to slice up a tomato and layer the slices on top. Then all that's left is to cover it with the other half of the loaf and the crusty sub is complete. Let's compare this to the cartoon version. The resemblance is literally 100%. It looks just like it, so let's give it a taste. Maybe it'll be even better than the Krabby Patty. This is a tasty sandwich, but it doesn't quite reach Krabby Patty.
I'm not doing nothing right now, guys. Just relaxing right now.
Burger bun, and there are no pickles, so
Had a comic read, so yeah, I'm just relaxing right now. The cat's in my other chair right now. My back hurts, so I'm in this chair right now.
We'll be making nachos from Mexican tortillas, but first we need to turn our stack of round tortillas into squares.
Back hurts, that's why I'm in this chair right now for.
Then we're going to cut each square into 4 smaller pieces. And then we're going to cut those into triangles. This way we get the correct nacho shape. Let's keep going.
I want to make some money and just leave it here.
There. Now we're going to spread them out on the cutting board. We're going to spray them evenly with oil, season them with pepper.
I'm watching this guy make, this guy from Ukraine making SpongeBob food.
Powder, which already contains salt.
Making food for SpongeBob, making SpongeBob food. That's what I'm watching now. This guy online making videos about SpongeBob food.
Now we're going to place all the triangles into the air fryer.
Then I'll do something else. After this one, I'm going to do something different. So yeah.
Then we're going to insert them into the
I never read his name, but yeah, he has it in English and Ukrainian. He's Ukrainian, but yeah. He has it all in English, which is pretty neat, though.
Ready. We're going to take out the baskets, and we've got crispy golden nachos. In the cartoon, they were served in a deep cardboard box, so we've done the same thing. We're going to pour the nachos into it. It looks pretty close already, but something's definitely missing. That's the cheese sauce. So we're going to put a saucepan on the stove and add butter. And once it's fully melted, we're going to add flour as a thickener. Then we're going to pour in milk as the base. Once it's boiling, we're going to add a generous amount of cheddar cheese and stir
Do you have your own?
until it melts.
Yeah.
Done. But to get
No, I don't have Instagram. I only have YouTube. Oh, I got YouTube, guys. I got no Instagram. I'm in this room because I'm only in here because I feel like it. It'd be here or be on my couch. I mean, this is like I'd be in here or be in my room right now, which my room has no good signal. My room has a poor signal, so that's why we're in here for. I'm in our chair because my cat's sitting in the chair.
Finished. Let's compare this to the original. This looks just like what SpongeBob served to a customer at the Krusty Krab, so it's time to taste.
Oh, I have YouTube, guys.
Crispy
I'm not including that.
cheesy nachos. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. Next on the menu
What
is the
are you?
patty.
I'm from the United States. United States of America. And I do like this video because the video has ground beef in it. The pretty patty.
First thing we need is a mini bun. We're going to slice it in half. And now, from a small ball of ground beef, we're going to make a tiny patty. Now, of course,
Okay, I'm from the United States.
Salt and pepper, and recreate the eyes using green olives. We're going to slice up just one olive into thin rounds. We also need to make little antenna-like pieces, and for that, we're going to use a vegetable peeler to slice ultra-thin sheets of potato. Then we're going to cut those sheets into thin strips and slice those in half. Done. While the grill surface is heating,
Nope,
we're gonna
web
cut
YouTube.
a smaller slice from a regular piece of cheese.
Oh, come here, baby. No, come here, baby. Okay, Whistle, you win. Okay, Whistle, I just want to give you some lemons. Here, Whistle.
Now we're going to toast the mini burger buns, cook the patty, and fry the potato sticks. This tiny
My
patty
Whistle, I love you,
is
Pet Kiss.
So we're going to flip it right away, and then we're going to keep stirring the potato to ensure even frying. Now on the patty, we're going to place the mini slice of cheese, and then on the bottom bun, we're going to spread some mustard and then the patty. We're going to squeeze 4 tiny drops of mustard on top and place a
My phone
medium
buzzed.
lettuce, and then close it with the top of the bun.
What did my phone got?
The fried potato sticks are also ready. And on top of the bun, we're going to add 2 drops of ketchup and stick all the slices onto them to make eyes. We're going to pick the crispiest potato sticks and decorate the toast with them. Lastly, we're going
Okay,
to
enough
draw a
worried about-
smile with ketchup.
Right now, I'm not just worried about it now. Well, I mean, that rain's supposed to hit us soon. That's what I'm waiting
And the
for.
pipsqueak patty is complete. Let's compare the cartoon version, and I'd say it's about 85% accurate. It turned out to be a cute-looking kid's burger, so let's taste it.
Come here, baby. Come here, baby girl. Huh?
It's a bit dry. The bun-to-patty ratio isn't ideal. So far, this is the lowest rating, 5 out of 10. The 7th item on the menu is the crusty dog.
What is your... I have 3 cats. Whistle, Diamond, and Max.
I knew the door already
Now I'm impressed.
Look at that guy just like a hot dog, Mommy.
Let that inspire you to stay in school, Billy.
I'm having terrible abdominal pain. I need it one time.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
In the cartoon, SpongeBob made sausages for Krusty Dogs out of ground meat, so we're going to do the same. But we're going to add more spices than we did for the patty. We're going to add dried garlic, smoked paprika, salt, and freshly ground black pepper. Then we're going to mix it all thoroughly. From this entire batch of ground meat, we're going to form a giant sausage. We're going to cook it in the air fryer to keep it as juicy as possible. Now we're going to place it in the frying basket and put it in the air fryer and then set the timer for 20 minutes.
My baby
After
girl.
the time's up, the sausage is ready.
How's my
But in
baby
the
doing, huh?
cartoon, it had a more
Oh, yeah, my
reddish
baby
color,
girl, yeah.
so we're
Baby
going to
boy.
use the old trick of brushing it with ketchup.
Baby boy. Where's the kitty cat?
Into the air
Where's the
fryer for
cat?
a couple more minutes. And in the end, we get a nice reddish crust on the outside. Krusty Dogs are served on a checkered plate, so
Okay, like, okay,
exactly
let me
like that.
stay on for a couple hours.
So we opened it up and placed it on the plate. Then we laid the sausage inside and drizzled mustard on top. There, the Krusty Dog is ready. Let's compare it with the cartoon version. It looks very similar, but the sausage to bun length ratio is slightly off. Now it's time to taste and see how the Krusty Dog actually is. I expected it to be dry, but it turned out juicy and tasty because the sausage is so big and juicy, it makes up for the bun's dryness.
Got 1,000 hops per
Well, it'll be nice tomorrow. 70s tomorrow. Yippee.
Get more with Scott.
Cats lose their cool for Temptations dry cat food.
With Walmart Plus Assist, you get half off a Walmart Plus membership, plus all of the benefits, like free delivery, video streaming, gas discounts, and so much more. The verification process is secure to keep your personal information safe.
However, the flavor is quite simple, so my rating is 6 out of 10. The next item on the menu is the Krabby Double Deluxe.
I bet you can't eat a Krabby Double Deluxe in one bite.
Oh.
Give me that. They don't call me cheeks for nothing. That's just one thing.
This time, the patties will be much larger than a regular Krabby Patty, so let's shake them. There. We're going to sear these right away.
The much stronger military ones here.
Standard Krabby Patties, so let's toast those too. Once we've got a nice crust, we're going to take them off.
Here, let me show you a video.
Oh crap, that sucks. That frost though. Doesn't love us yet.
And now let's assemble. On the plate goes the bottom bun.
I'm gonna take a nap before I turn the camera to a nap.
3 slices of tomato, 2 slices of onion, ketchup, mustard, a leaf of lettuce, and the second thick patty. Then we're going to add pickles, 2 slices of cheddar cheese, and top it off with the bun. Krabby Double Deluxe is ready. Let's compare it to the one Patrick swallowed in a single bite. It looks almost identical. Now let's find out if the Krabby Double Deluxe tastes better than the regular one. Let's see.
Wishing can eat
Oh
personally.
yes, this is much tastier. Thanks to the thicker patties, it's juicier than the simple Krabby Patty. I'm giving this the highest score, 10 out of 10. Next on the menu is the kelp shake.
Alright, boy, it's done. You're gonna suck the whole cup down your gullet if you're not careful.
Sorry, Mr. Krabs. It's just that this kelp shake tastes so good. Look around you. Everyone's enjoying the delicious kelp shake.
SpongeBob said the drink is made from seaweed, so the first ingredient I'm going to use is kelp. We're going to put the dried seaweed into a mortar. The next seaweed we add is chlorella, which comes in tablet form and is used as a health supplement. We're going to need to grind all of this into a very fine powder. Then we're going to transfer this into a blender.
A blender size
Now
mixer.
we're going to take spirulina, a blue-green dried seaweed that's also very healthy. We're going to add 1 tablespoon to the blender bowl. To give our drink a fresh note, we're going to use lime, and we're going to zest it with a grater. Then we're going to collect the zest from the table and add it for aroma.
That's where the blender and a mixer connected. That seems gross.
Brown sugar is going to add sweetness to our drink, and we also need ice to make it refreshing. 5 ice cubes go in, and then finally a banana for a thicker, creamier texture. We're going to add that as well, and then for the base, we're going to use coconut milk. Now we just need to blend all of these ingredients together.
Mixer in a blender again. That sounds wrong.
In the cartoon, the kelp shake was served in these cool-looking bottles. We're going to try to make ours look as similar as possible. So we're going to place a funnel into the bottle and fill it with our 3 seaweed drink. Then we're going to screw on the lid with a straw. And that's it. Our kelp shake is ready. Let's compare it to the cartoon version. Visually, it's about 70% similar. Overall, it tastes good and looks very unusual. Curious how it tastes? It's a very fresh and well-balanced drink. All the seaweeds have a unique flavor with a slight bitterness, but it's balanced out with the sugar and acidity. I give it a 7 out of 10. The next item on the Krusty Krab menu is the Pretty Patties.
Don't bother sitting down because you'll just screw it up when you see this. Ta-da!
Great Barrier Reef! That penny's spoiled!
Ah, Mr. Krabs, it's not tainted meat, it's painted meat. Pretty patties, available in 6 designer colors.
Or dumb Pretty Patties turn my face purple! Look what I got under me, Kim!
And look at our tongues!
To recreate these, we're going to make the bun dough from scratch. The ingredients are standard. 1 packet of yeast, flour, warm water, and of course, sugar and salt. We're going to put everything into a stand mixer and let it knead the dough. After 10 minutes, we're going to add butter. Once it's fully incorporated, the dough is ready and we're going to take it out of the mixer. It turned out just right. Now we're going to tear off a piece from the large dough ball and place it on the scale, and it should be 130 grams. This way, we're going to portion out 6 equal dough balls. As you can see, all the buns are supposed to be different colors. So we're going to use food coloring and squeeze a different color onto each ball. For the last one to get purple, we're going to add both red and blue food coloring. Now, wearing gloves, we're going to knead the color into the dough thoroughly. Red is done. Now blue. Done. Orange. Green. Yellow. And of course, purple. All the dough is colored. Now we're just going to need to shape them into smooth balls and place them on a baking tray. We're going to cover them with plastic wrap and wait for them to rise. To make the sesame seed stick, we're going to brush the dough with water and sprinkle the seeds on top. We're going to set the oven to bottom heat at 150 degrees. To prevent a crust from forming and ruining the bright colors, we're going to pour hot water into a tray above the buns. Then we're going to place the tray with the buns inside another one for maximum even baking, and then put it in the oven. After an hour, the buns are ready to take out. They turned out perfectly and kept their vibrant colors. Plus, these steamed buns are super soft. Next, we're going to recreate the colorful lettuce from the show using mozzarella slices. We're going to unwrap the slices and lay equal amounts into 6 small bowls. We're going to add different food coloring to each bowl. And now, one by one, we're going to microwave each bowl in 20-second pulses to melt the cheese. After that, the cheese becomes soft but not fully melted. So we're going to microwave it again for another 20 seconds. In the end, we're going to get perfectly colored melted cheese. While it's still hot, we're going to pour it on the parchment paper and quickly spread it out. Using the same method, we're going to make super yellow cheese, green, blue, orange, and finally purple. All done. Once the cheese cools down, we're going to use a pizza cutter to trim the edges, shaping it to look like lettuce leaves. There. Now back to the buns. We're going to slice them in half lengthwise. The inside is perfectly baked, and we're going to do the same with the rest. All the buns will get a quick toast on the grill. Done. SpongeBob served the pretty patties on a painter's palette. I bought the exact same one, so we're going to place the bottom buns on it, and then we're going to need to make colorful patties. So we're going to divide the ground beef into 6 equal portions and drizzle each one with different food color. Salt. Pepper. And then mix the ground beef. Once it's colored, we shape the patties on the same piece of parchment paper. This way, we made a red patty, a purple, yellow, blue, orange, and green. Like regular patties, they need to be grilled. We're going to grill them on both sides. Done. Now I have to take them off. And we're going to place them on matching colored buns. Then we're going to squeeze mustard and ketchup onto each patty. There.
Gatorade Zero has the #1 proven electrolyte blend with 0 sugar. Is it in you? So it's book your next hotel.
If you don't walk in the shade,
So it's for resort.
sweet vacation home for your next great stay.
You better not be using all the Old Spice.
Bauer tools give you the confidence to take on challenging home projects. With hundreds of corded and cordless tools and accessories, Bauer is ready to deliver. Whatever you do it for less. Only at Harbor Freight.
I use MailChimp My Marketing.
You mentioned your what?
I MailChimp My Marketing with AI to create a hyper-personalized campaign in minutes.
I just MailChimp cooked my orders by 7 times using real-time behavior data.
I just added SMS to my multi-channel marketing campaign.
Got 'em.
Mine.
Now my ROI is doing MailChimp in roof.
Then we peel off our colorful cheese sheets from the parchment and place them on the burgers, matching the colors accordingly. Now all that's left is to top them off with their brightly colored buns. And that's it. The pretty patties are ready. Ding. Let's compare this to what SpongeBob made. It looks almost identical. I would say even 100% match. Visually, it's really nice. But how does it taste? Let's find out. Honestly, the taste is pretty basic. Bun, cheese, patty, sauces. Overall, it's not the most impressive burger of the day. Plus, it even colors your tongue just like in the cartoon. A 4 out of 10. Next on the menu is Sandy's Secret Patty.
Step right up and get your new improved patties.
Visually, this burger looked like it was made out of jelly, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to add water into a saucepan and then orange food coloring for rich color. To give the jelly a burger flavor, we're going to use a clever food additive with a burger taste. This is the stuff used in making vegan burger patties. We're going to add that in. And of course, gelatin. We're going to gradually sprinkle it into the liquid while stirring. We end up with a pretty thick mixture, so we'll let the gelatin bloom for about 5 minutes. The mixture has thickened, and so it's time to put it on the stove. We're going to stir it constantly to prevent it from burning. Once it's fully liquid, we're going to take it off of the stove, and then we're going to pour the mixture into a special multi-part burger mold. We're going to fill each of the 4 sections. Then, to speed up the setting process, we're going to place it in the fridge.
1 hour later.
In the end, everything has set nicely, so we're going to remove the jelly from each mold. This is going to be the bottom of the bun. This is the top of the bun. This piece will be the patty. And this will serve as the lettuce leaf. We're going to trim any uneven edges from the casting. And on the thinnest part of the jelly, we're going to cut away the edge to make it look like lettuce. Now that that's done, it's time to assemble our secret Krabby Patty. Bottom bun, lettuce leaf, patty, and the top bun. All done. Let's compare our burger to the one from the cartoon. It looks pretty close. Now the real question is, does this jelly actually taste like a burger? Let's try it. Nope. It tastes super artificial, like burger-flavored chips. This is the worst thing I've had today. My rating is a 1 out of 10. Next on the menu is the Ultra Krabby Supreme.
Here you go, sir. A king-size Ultra Krabby Supreme with the works. Double batter fries on a stick.
Thanks.
Barblehead.
Pardon me?
You forgot your mayonnaise.
Thanks.
Look at them eating that garbage. It's disgusting.
Let's start with the sauce. We're going to squeeze in some mayonnaise in a bowl. Then we're going to add ketchup and mustard. And next, we need onion. We're going to cut it in half and dice it into very small cubes. Done. We're going to put that in the bowl. Now for the pickles. We're going to need 3 of them. And we're going to slice them thin. And then we're going to chop them very finely. And into the sauce they go. Now for spices, we're going to add dried garlic and chili pepper. And now we just need to mix it all together. The sauce for the Krabby Supreme is ready. Now for this burger, we need to make 4 patties. And we're going to shape them from ground beef. All done. Onto the hot grill they go. We're going to salt them as they cook and add some pepper. Time to flip the patties. And on each patty, we're going to put a slice of cheese so that it melts. We're also going to toast 3 burger buns. Now we're going to place the first patty on the bottom bun and start assembling with red onion, tomato, the sauce, spread evenly. Then the second patty, the middle bun, more sauce, 2 more patties, red onion and tomato, and then spread the sauce on the top of the bun and close it. Now, to prevent the burger from falling and place it on a plate and then remove the skewers because they've done their job. Now all that's left is to add the stick. I'm going to use a popsicle stick. There, the Ultra Krabby Supreme is ready. Let's compare it to the cartoon. Overall, it looks pretty close, and it's amazing how the writers even came up with such a burger. I really want to cut it open and see inside. This looks awesome. All the burger layers are firmly stuck together, and it stays hot inside for a long time. This should be delicious. So let's try the Ultra Krabby Patty Supreme. This is very tasty, juicy, balanced, and cheesy. The breading adds an extra cheesy flavor, and I'm going to give this the highest score, 10 out of 10. The next item on the menu is the jelly patty.
What the heck is that?
It's just a little old Krabby Patty smothered in jellyfish jelly. I call it a Krabby Patty with jellyfish jelly.
Could I try some?
Sure!
Amazing! Of course, in real life, we won't be catching jellyfish to make jelly, so we're going to use red grapes. We're going to pick the grapes off the bunches and put them into a blender. We're also going to add blueberries. And then blend everything into a smoothie. All done. Now we're going to take a sieve and line it with cheesecloth and pour the great blueberry smoothie through it. And then using a spoon, we're going to press it through to get pure juice. That way, there will be no seeds or skin. And then to enhance the flavor of the jelly, we're going to add a tablespoon of corn syrup for sweetness. For acidity, we're going to use lemon. We're going to roll it to break down the inside structure, cut it, and then squeeze the juice through our hand to catch the seeds. All done. Now it's time to put it on the stove. Now to thicken it, we're going to mix cornstarch with a little bit of water and stir it in. Then we're going to pour this mixture into the juice, constantly stirring it to prevent it from burning. And this will thicken our fruit juice into a jelly. All done. We're going to pour the jellyfish jelly into a jar just like the one from the cartoon. Then we're going to screw on the lid. I think it looks very close to real jellyfish jelly. Now, the final steps. We're going to fry the patty and toast the bun.
Incoming dishes! Dawn Power Wash flies to 99% increase in grime in half. Don't spray 5 times faster. You can replace multiple cleaning products. So that's happening. Dawn Power Wash increase getter.
I used to hide my skin under so much makeup. 3-Step has saved my skin. It's just cleanse, exfoliate, and moisturize. And then you look in the mirror and you're loving your skin, clinging to that.
Lego sets, the gift that always clicks with budding archaeologists.
So Momo Cosmic Conquest. What the hell does that even mean? My bad.
It's Dormammu, which means you have officially bitten off a hell of a lot more than you usually.
No, I can show a lot.
I'm aware. So you're telling me this puffy ass cloud with eyes of apocalyptic power? I think.
We're going to place the patty on the bottom bun and then transfer it onto a plate. Now, the most important part, pouring a little bit of jellyfish jelly on the patty. After cooling, the texture is perfect. Then we're going to close it with the top bun, and the jelly patty is ready. Let's compare it to the cartoon. Yes, this is an exact match. It turned out just like what SpongeBob ate. So let's give it a taste. You know what? It's not bad. The jelly tastes like a sweet and sour berry sauce and actually pairs really well with the burger. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Next on the menu is the Krusty Kelp Dog.
I'm going to need you to bring me one of everything on the menu.
Excellent choice, darling. Coming right up. Who wants one of everything?
Then we'll give him a smorgasbord. The future of the Krusty Krab is at stake.
Try the Krusty Kelp Dog, sir.
So we need seaweed, specifically kelp, but we've got it in dried form, so we need to fix that. We're going to pour it into a small bowl and then cover it with water and leave it for half an hour to rehydrate. There, the kelp is revived. Now we're going to take a hot dog bun, open it up, and place some kelp inside. Next, we're going to use chukka. These are wakame seaweed strands, and we're going to add them into the bun as well. Finally, we're going to use sea grapes. We're going to open the package and pour them into a bowl. Now, at first glance, they look like shapeless seaweed. We need to soak them in water too and leave them for 5 minutes. The seaweed is swollen and now resembles grape clusters. The little berries even pop when they're pressed. We're going to take them out of the water and lay them on top of the other seaweed in the bun. And that's it. The seaweed hot dog is ready. Let's compare this to the cartoon version. It's not an exact match, but it's close. Visually, it looks really weird. I'm going to be shocked if this actually tastes good. So it's time to test. Blah. It's just seaweed with bread. I wouldn't even call this a dish. And the sea grapes, I don't like them at all. Very strange taste. This is a 2 out of 10. The first page of the menu ends with coral birds.
Go now and bless the taste buds of your lucky connoisseur. Okay, you sit this one out, Squidward. This will be a special delivery from the chef for your dining pleasure. 2 double Krabby Patties cooked to perfection, complemented by a side of coral bits and a jumbo diet soda, topped off with a little extra love. Enjoy.
To recreate coral, I'm going to use sweet potatoes. But not just any kind, the ones with a rich pink color inside. They're perfect for imitating coral. First, we're going to need to peel all the sweet potatoes. That's 1 down. Let's keep going. All done. Now we need to shape them. So using a knife, we're going to cut them into thick slices. After that, the most meticulous work begins, carving the texture and fine details of the coral. And I'm going to be doing this with a scalpel. First, we're going to roughly cut away the unnecessary parts. Then we're going to carefully smooth the edges. The result looks somewhat like coral, but we're going to keep carving until we've used up all of the sweet potatoes. So after about 2.5 hours, we've got beautiful coral shape along with flat sweet potato slices. We're going to need those too. So now we're going to have to cook the corals so that they don't lose their shape and stay crispy. First, we're going to boil them in water with vinegar. This will cook the sweet potato without making it mushy, helping it to keep its shape. And don't forget to add salt. We're going to transfer the sweet potatoes into the water and boil them for exactly 6 minutes. Done. Now it's time to take out our corals. And now to make them crispy after frying, we're going to need starch. We're going to mix it with water, and then to preserve the color, we're going to add pink food coloring and stir it. All done. We're going to coat the corals in the starchy liquid, making sure they're covered on all sides. Now they're ready to fry. First, the flat sweet potato slices. These are already cooked inside, so we just need to give them a crust. This will take about a minute, and then we'll take them out. Then we're going to fry the coral pieces. Done. We're going to lay them on paper towels to drain the excess oil. They actually turned out quite crispy. Now we need a cardboard plate just like in the cartoon. Of course, we repainted an ordinary one to match. We're going to place the flat fried sweet potato slices on the bottom. going to arrange the coral pieces nicely on top, just like in the cartoon. And the fried coral is ready. Let's compare them to the show. I think they look very similar. I would say this was the most painstaking dish from the Krusty Krab menu so far. So now we're going to try the fried corals. They lost their crispiness pretty quickly, and the purple sweet potato isn't as tasty as the regular orange ones. So I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. The next item on the menu is the signature Krabby Patty.
What should I say? Order down!
Hey, kitty.
Happy mushroom?
For this burger, we're going to need 6 patties, and we're going to spread the ground beef on the parchment and shape them into patties. Now, to save space, we're going to stack them on top of each other and start grilling. We're going to season the raw side of the patties with salt and pepper. We're also going to toast the buns. Now it's time to flip the patties. After a minute and a half, we're going to take them off the grill. Along with the buns. Now it's time to assemble on the bun a patty, slice of cheese, lettuce leaf, and a tomato. Then a patty, mustard, ketchup, cheese, lettuce, tomato, and then keep stacking in the order until we've used all the patties. Finally, top it off with the bun, and the signature Krabby Patty is done. To keep it from falling apart, we're going to secure it with skewers. Now, let's compare this to the cartoon. It looks very similar. It seems to be the tallest burger on the entire Krusty Krab menu. Let's give it a taste. It's pretty good, but it's not as good as the standard Krabby Patty. This one lacks pickles and onions. Plus, it's really inconvenient to eat, so my rating is 6 out of 10. Next up is the soda.
Dynamite. SpongeBob would not let me consume a single calorie. I tried to take a sip of soda to slake my thirst.
Stop kissing him out!
In the cartoon, they don't specify which soda it is, but fans on the forums agree that it's either cola or Fanta. So we're going to go with Fanta. We need 2 oranges. We're going to roll them to break down the internal structure, cut them in half, and then squeeze out the juice. We're going to do the same thing with the second orange. Now we're going to add a lot of sugar and stir it until it completely dissolves. At this point, it's really more of a syrup. And so to balance the flavor, we need some more acidity. So I'm going to use lemon juice. Squeeze the lemon through your hand to catch the seeds. Now we have a concentrated Fanta flavor. We're going to pour it into a pitcher. To dilute the concentrate and add bubbles, we're going to use carbonated water. We're going to pour it into the pitcher. We're going to give it a light stir, and all that's left is to find a cup like the one in the cartoon, and we painted one ourselves. We're going to fill the cup with homemade Fanta and cover it with a lid and a straw. Our
Pamper Swaddlers keeps your baby comfortably dry all night long.
Old Spice Deep Sea Body Wash, vitamin B3 boosted for...
Bauer tools give you the confidence to take on challenging home projects. With hundreds of corded and cordless tools and accessories, Bauer enables you to complete tough vehicle maintenance and repairs, manage difficult landscaping projects, tackle demanding home renovations, and even turn your garage into a workshop. For all your current and future projects, Bauer is ready to deliver. Bauer, heavy duty guarantee.
McCormick knows unbeatable flavor. So we created flavor seals so spices are as fresh and flavorful as the day they were packed. Letting you make meals that'll have everyone licking their chops. McCormick, flavor seals for unbeatable flavor.
Our soda is ready. Let's compare it to the cartoon. The cup looks very similar, but the main question is, will it taste like Fanta? Let's find out. Yes, it tastes very close. Actually, it's about 30% more intense in flavor, so I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. The next item on the menu is called 1 Dozen Crying Cows on the Farm.
12 Krabby Patties on wheat buns.
1 dozen crying cows on the farm. Oh!
Thanks, Farmer Brown. It's been a thrill serving you.
We couldn't find enough buns of the right size in stores, so we're going to make them ourselves. We're going to tear off a piece of dough and roll it into a ball, and then weigh it 62 grams. We're going to place this on a baking tray and tear off the next piece. And keep doing this, filling the tray with identical dough balls. We're going to cover them with plastic wrap and let them rise for 20 minutes. Then we're going to remove the wrap. And to get a nice golden crust, we're going to mix an egg yolk with cream and brush it onto each dough ball. Then we're going to sprinkle sesame seeds on top. And into the oven they go. After about 15 minutes, they're done, and we're going to cut each bun in half. Done. Now we're going to toast the inside of the bun on the grill surface. Now we're going to take them off. And then fold a sheet of parchment paper several times. Then trim the edges with scissors. And get uniform parchment squares. We're going to place small balls of ground beef on them and shape mini patties. Done. We're going to season each patty with salt, and pepper. And then stack them up. Because it's time to grill them. Now we remove the parchment and they're ready to flip. Seconds on the other side, and we're going to transfer the patties onto a plate. Then we're going to slice tomatoes of the same size as the buns into slices. We're going to need 12 of them. We're also going to need an oval plate like SpongeBob's. I found a similar one in my kitchen. We're going to lay out all the bottom buns on it, and then the patties, and squeeze ketchup onto each patty. Tomato slices, and now we need lettuce leaves. We're going to place them on top of the tomatoes. And then finally cover them with the top buns. 1 dozen crying cows on the farm is ready. Let's compare this to the cartoon. This is an exact 100% match, and they turned out to be very cute mini Krabby Patties. So now let's taste them. These are very simple and dry burgers. I'm going to give them 5 out of 10. Next on the menu is the Triple Krabby Patty with 5 scoops of ice cream.
Triple Krabby Patty with 5 scoops of ice cream, please. I hate to do this to you, Triple Krabby Patty with 5 scoops of ice cream, but I had no choice.
Well, no, stop! I didn't like that!
Let's grill the patties and toast the buns right away. We're going to flip the patties to the other side and then take everything off the grill. Later, I realized there should be 3 patties, so I grilled 1 more. Now, on the bottom bun, we're going to place a patty. Next comes vanilla ice cream. So we're going to wet the ice cream scoop and form a ball of vanilla ice cream and place it on the patty. Next is the cheese, then a scoop of blue ice cream. So we're going to use bubblegum flavor. We're going to form a scoop and place it on the cheese and press it down to spread it out. Another slice of cheese. Next is a pink ice cream. We're going to flatten that as well. The second patty. And now a scoop of brown ice cream. Of course, it's chocolate. We're going to place this and also press it down. Another slice of cheese. The final scoop is yellow, lemon-flavored ice cream. We're going to place the last scoop. Then another patty, cheese, lettuce, and top it off with the bun. Triple Krabby Patty with 5 scoops of ice cream is ready. Let's compare it to the cartoon. Now, of course, in real life, ice cream scoops didn't turn out as big. And overall, this looks absolutely ridiculous. But hey, some people like fries with ice cream, so maybe this burger will be okay too. Let's try it. No, this combination does not work at all. I'm going to give this the lowest score of 1 out of 10. The next item of the menu is a milkshake.
My milkshake coming right up.
You've redeemed yourself, SpongeBob. This is the best milkshake I've ever had. We're going to need a blender. And once again, ice cream. First, a scoop of chocolate ice cream. It goes into the blender jar. The second scoop is lemon flavored. The third is berry flavored. And then we set the blender on the stand mixer and blend the ice cream into a milkshake. All done. Now we need a cup that looks like the one in the cartoon. I found a similar one in the store. We fill it with the milkshake. Now SpongeBob topped the shake with whipped cream, so we're going to do the same. And on top of that is a cherry. So I'm going to use a maraschino cherry. And of course, a white straw. The milkshake is ready. Let's compare it to the cartoon. The resemblance is spot on. The only question left is, does this drink actually taste good in real life? Let's find out. Oh yes, it is very tasty. A super cold milkshake. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Next on the menu is barbecued nuts.
Sandy's smoking barbecue nuts. And there is no outside food allowed at the Krusty Krab. Come on, SpongeBob. I won't spill the nuts if you won't.
I managed to order fresh Canadian oat acorns online. Let's open the package. It turns out these acorns are edible, but they need to be prepared in a special way. So, toss in all the acorns. This summer only, I drink never before. Powering extra sound.
All today, which means a lot more unstable in the atmosphere, which means likely widespread strong severe storms today in pop-up fashion for the afternoon. We'll see how that plays out for our MCV, which, as a reminder, MCV stands for Mesothelial Convective Vortex, which is basically a localized area of spin in the atmosphere. It's like a mini low pressure system that drives a wind/tornado threat through a couple counties in the state, and we'll see that primarily run right down the 96 corridor later tonight if it can stay together. Our live stream is in 1080p. Make sure you are checking your settings. It is on your end if you are not having, if you're having trouble with that resolution. 1080p, 60 frames per second.
Yeah, so I think Joel covered everything. I was going to mention, for those that are wondering about storm chances, the east side, your better storm/severe chances, if there would be any, would be, I would say, more in the afternoon. There could be maybe the low off chance that MCV, if it could get all the way over there, that perhaps could create a strong storm. But I don't believe it's likely as now. So your better storm/severe chance would be more during that afternoon time frame, as what Joel's timing map shows right there. For the west side, it's more going to be with that MCV that will be moving more during the evening. But once again, still could see some cold storms as via radar. We already have some around the Kalamazoo region. So one thing I'll mention too, as Joel was kind of mentioning earlier, just a minute ago, was the Cape values, how high they are already.
You're watching Philadelphia's NBC.
Here are the cars we bought. That's Richard's Rover GTI, James's Audi 80, and my V6 Volvo GLE. And here's the first test. Our researchers worked out how much fuel was used on the Manchester.
Come up.
For every mile to the gallon over that, you get a point. For every MPG under it, you lose a point.
Right, I have the
Must
results
slept.
of the economy run. The Volvo, 20 miles to the gallon, giving Jeremy a score of -10. The Rover, 23 miles to the gallon, giving Richard a score of -7. And the Audi, a remarkable 35 miles to the gallon, giving me 5 points.
Yes, now I have just been told that we're also going to be tested on reliability. We're going to lose a point for every time the bonnet had to be lifted, which means none there for you, James, none for me, and minus another one for Jeremy.
Okay, I admit it. My Volvo's not doing well, but it's time now for the next challenge, which is each car will complete one fast lap of the track in the hands. 1 minute 50 seconds is the target. For every second you go faster than that, you get a point. For every second slower, you lose a point. First to go is Richard's GTI. This is probably the worst car the Stigger's ever driven. Although it must be said, probably not the worst car he's going to drive today. Okay, he's going down now toward the hammerhead. He's probably up to 40 or 50. He's coming through to the follow through now. My bet is he'll lift. Now let's see how James's Audi goes. That was 0 to 60 in about 25 minutes.
Assuming it will ever get to 60.
This is when we will see the advantage of the optional sport pack. The Stig said after this run he thought the Audi had been in a big accident at some point in its life and not mended properly. But he was even ruder about my Volvo.
It's not going away. It's still there.
170 brake horsepower. Yeah, but 170 tons.
Good baby.
Seven results. Richard's Rover went round in 1 minute 42 seconds, so that is 8 seconds under the 1 minute 50 target. That means 8 points. James's Audi was 4 seconds under the target, a 1:46, so he gets 4 points. And my Volvo 1:48, so that's 2 points. It's a plus. It's a plus.
Okay, another test. So if I can have the envelope. The highway code says the stopping distance from 60 miles an hour is 60 yards without thinking time. Oh, we don't need any of that. You'll get 1 point for every yard less than that your car pulls up in. Here's James braking from 60 miles an hour. Here we go. Straight and true. Beat that happened. Okay, I'm at 60, just James to beat. Here we go. Braking. Nothing. Sadly, I couldn't beat James, but surely that fat Volvo would let Jeremy down.
And do not brakes! Yes! 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 The Volvo's!
I'm up. Stay up now.
What a great car!
Brakes. Now then, James's Audi pulled up in 40 yards, which is 20 under the highway code stopping distance, which means he gets 20 points. Then my Rover stopped just in 48 yards, which is 20 points. And then, amazingly, Jeremy's Volvo, an advertisement for the advantages of anti-lock brakes, stopped in 34, which means he gets a very good 26. And
So it's book your next hotel. If you don't book it, the shame.
So it's resort.
Street vacation home for your next great 72-hour odor protection with only 9 ingredients isn't a myth.
Safety test. Human subject required.
Guess we should move on to the Jurassic Trail rating test.
Wait, what test?
Amazing means the Tooth Fairy made it to the house last night. Amazing got Gabriella to the school dance. Love her ears.
I hate those shoes.
And so, for our next challenge. Thank you. Each car loses a point for every electrical item that isn't working.
That's not great. Are they working, Rich?
Well, no, they're not actually. No.
Right, that's one off. Turn the monitor.
Oh, look.
You know the bonnet light doesn't
So
work.
what? It doesn't matter. Oh my God, it's all broken. Now, your air conditioning as well, that's a point off because that doesn't work.
The wipers work, the lights work.
The interior light doesn't. Interior light doesn't. It doesn't work.
I'm back. I
The results.
passed out.
Richard's Rover. 3 faults, giving him minus 3
I woke up, I passed out. Sorry, I took a little nap. I was tired.
4 points. And Jeremy's Volvo. Back on 4.
Making lunch now.
12.
Now it's time for the final test. Thank you. Here we go. Okay, chaps, you might want to have a look at this. Because what it says is, each of you must drive your car into a wall at 30 miles an hour. Yeah. You lose 10 points if you kill, 5 points for each broken bone, and 1 point for each blood injury.
Right. That's
I'm feeling quite relaxed, actually.
with your Volvo.
With my Volvo.
By contrast to my Rover made entirely of rust, I'm feeling a bit scared. James, you look like have a crash.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Yeah. It's only worse for him, though, because he is in that rust car, and doubly worse because it
Oh,
also
pizza.
says here that
Thank
since
you.
you're the youngest, you're going first.
Right. Goodbye. My emotion.
Bye.
$20, $25, $30, $30 an hour. I'm going in. Oh my goodness. Well, my bones all still work, I think. And there's no blood. I think my car has borne the brunt of it. I think it did quite well. Next!
Well, it's been good. I bet you the kid. And Stephen Fry. Yes, he's dead, so that's 10 points away there. And if you want a job on Top Gear, please wait to Top Gear. No, wait, look, he's coming round. He is! He's round!
That's no 10 points off, though. Blast.
That was probably the most unpleasant thing I've ever done. Then it was my turn, and I had a problem. The speedo wasn't working, so I had to guess how fast 30 was. And I got it a bit wrong. Damn, I think I missed the wall.
I went to the hospital.
We all lived there. But what about the cars? Richard's Rover is dead. James's Audi is dead. But my Volvo? Yes.
Okay, so your car worked. Great. But you didn't, because I have managed to secure this X-ray. Now, what do you think that is, Jeremy?
It's an X-ray of a hand.
It is. More specifically, your hand after that crash.
That crash at 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, whatever. The important thing is this bit. Look, the thumb. It's broken.
No, it isn't.
It is. You broke your thumb. James, is that broken?
It's broken.
It is.
It's chipped.
Oh,
Look, if a teacup is chipped, my mother would say it's broken.
absolutely, it's broken. It is. Generally accepted. You broke your thumb. That's 5 points off, so -5, which brings your score, if I'm right, after all that we've just done, to 0. No points at all.
But there is one challenge left, and it is the big one. It is the cost. Now, we earn a point for every pound we've saved from our original £100 budget. Jeremy, you have no points. You're out of it. I've got £25. You've got 10. So 15 quid either way could swing this.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I have the receipt for my car
Okay.
here.
Come on. Tell me.
And I spent £75.
Right, £75. So if I can be £15 under that, I spent £80, which means James is ahead. Oh no, which means Jeremy, unless you got your car for about 10 quid, James is going to be the winner. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Hey guys, I'm back on here. I woke up from a nap. Sorry to a nap, but he's tired.
There is, however, just a couple more things we need to say about these cars before we move on. First of all, we didn't cheat, okay? I actually got a friend of mine to go and buy this Volvo for me, and she came back from the dealership. I spent a quid. Yes, a quid. So she
Pound a quid.
how much choice she had. There were BMs and Audis and Fords and all.
Yeah.
But there's a very good reason for
Right in, son, right? Yeah.
Because not so many years ago, if your car was finally broken and old and ruined, you took it to the scrapyard and they'd give you 20 quid. That was the end of the matter. Now, though, the EU says old cars have to be recycled, which means you have to take it to the scrapyard and pay the scrap dealer 100 quid to take it off the house.
Exactly. So when this friend of mine went into the Volvo main dealer, who'd taken this as part exchange, okay, so he had to get rid of it, cost him 150 quid. She goes and says, I'll give you a quid. He's £151 off.
A quid.
Absolutely.
I'll get a car. If you buy a car for $1. Okay. One more things of these.
Has nighttime accidents. Good Night's nighttime underwear can help with a thin underwear-like design and extra absorbency for up to 100% leak-free night.
Today we're going to be cooking XPC's 100 years of military food, and I brought my friend Chef.
I'm gonna watch porn. I'm gonna watch. It's like 80 degrees outside and 80 degrees in here, which is okay.
It's 1910 and we're in World War I, and Army food is super basic, but it's really filling. Each soldier can expect to get 4,000 calories a day. I mean, that's an insane amount of calories. The food was like dull, repetitive, lacked a ton of flavor, of course, but it was designed for efficiency and longevity. I mean, they just wanted the soldiers to get enough calories they needed to fight and survive. To heat up their food, they basically had this small, tiny device with a folding stove, and it was universally known as the Tommy Cooker. And this allowed soldiers to at least get hot meals. So in 1910, military food was macaroni stew, tinned beef, crackers, some jam, and instant coffee. All right, guys, here we are.
So we're back up. I'm up. I'm staying up now. So we're gonna do something in a little bit.
This was like World War I. They were limited in options, so this is what they had to work with. This military reminds me of the military. Really? 1910 beef stew.
Or mix with TVs.
No, it's 1910. I get it. I'm just saying, but it's flavorless. Yeah, so they give this beef broth after this water. No, it's water. You tell it's water. Yeah. I was trying to feed each soldier 4,000 calories a day. Ooh, that's
That's a lot of calories.
I want us to go ahead to try the cat food.
Yep, just put it up. I got mama real quick.
That's pretty bad.
I would give it a 1.5.
Wow, I'm giving it a 2 out of 5. I guess like the beef and everything was flavorless, but I can survive off of that. Well, let's go ahead and see what 1920 has in store for us.
In 1920, average pay for soldiers was $30 a month, and U.S. Army uniforms looked like this.
Okay, 1920, America wasn't involved in any war, so this was a great time for them to reflect and learn lessons from World War I. And even though there were no active wars, we still had military bases that soldiers were stationed at, and even training camps where we had to feed soldiers. So the food we gave to soldiers did see a little bit of an uplift in flavor, but the main focus was nutrition and portability. But one of the greatest things that happened because of World War I is that soldiers started getting more and more chocolate. And this made soldiers extremely happy. Chocolate provided energy, nutrition, comfort, and a boost of morale. So this was something that definitely helped soldiers get through the hard times. So in 1920, military food was bacon and eggs, canned soup, bean, peas, and corn mix, chocolate, and coffee.
We're in 1920, and right off the bat, it's looking better than 1910.
It's a little bit off.
Yeah, we got bacon, we got eggs, and then, of course, you see,
This is 1920.
so there was a big candy boom in 1920, especially with chocolate, and soldiers had a demand for it more than anything else. Cheers. Not the best Thanksgiving bacon I've ever had, but none canned foods are huge in the military. It was served cold. Cheers. As bad as that was, let me repeat myself. We're in the Army. We got some chocolate. Sure. Wow.
There's some pounds of it.
I have this chocolate bar. Cheers. Oh, that would be chocolate.
Now, dude, I'm gonna go with a 2.5.
2.5, yeah. I feel like I'm always a half a point ahead of you because I was going to give this a 3. Not bad. I just hope it gets better. Let's see what 1930 has for us.
We're now in 1930, where the average pay for a soldier was $21 a month.
Yeah, it went down.
And U.S. Army uniforms look like this.
It's 1930 and C rations were just developed. And if you're thinking to yourself, what are C rations? Well, rations are special packages of food that soldiers would get, designed to give them enough energy and nutrition. So there were different types of rations. There was A ration, B ration, and even K ration. And these were for soldiers in different types of situations. Sometimes they'll include kitchen tools to help you make your food, like this can opener. It's called the P38 can opener, and it's super tiny and portable, and I could see why they would give this to soldiers. And these rations wouldn't always just come with food. They would include guilty pleasures from like a cigarette and, sometimes even a magazine. And so in 1930, military food was GI stew, canned bread, canned fruits, tobacco with rolling paper, and powdered lemonade.
We're in 1930, and I thought it was going to get better, but we went backwards. We have GI stew here. Basically, it's corned beef hash with vegetables, and then we put the crab in there. It smells bad. Talk about GI, Chef. Were you a GI Joe fan?
Yes, I was actually keeping it for you.
Oh, you're that guy. You know, baby. This is rolled tobacco. They would just like put it in here, roll it up, and smoke it. Did you smoke cigarettes or any tobacco during your time? No. Wow. Let's go ahead and try this GI.
So we're not going anywhere. We're staying out here for a little bit.
Cheers. What's happening, man? I'm mush. It's like regurgitating. What side is it taking to some canned bread here? You didn't know canned bread was a thing. Canned bread is a thing. Yeah.
You keep this bread around for 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 years.
Cheers.
Okay, I'm changing it.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and rate this dish. It's gonna be my first 1 out of 5-star dish. It is horrific. I know that you late Thursday. I was born in 19.
I wish I could go on holiday.
actors of this world. Yes, we are.
On Outback Truckers, Sludge takes on foreign roads
Ooh.
and strange loads in the land of the Kiwi. Turbo's new truck gets busted.
3 trucks.
Bashed on a tour of destruction. And Carl Andrews has more wheels, more weight, and more worry than one trucker
Damn, the semis.
at a remote cattle station on the Queensland Northern Territory border. Turbo's truck is crippled.
The actual hub itself is cracked.
Crucial lubricating oil is bleeding out of his front wheel hub.
There's no freaking oil left. There's a freaking crack right there. And there.
If he keeps driving, the wheel will destroy itself.
What's going to happen is the bearings aren't going to be lubricated. They're going to overheat and then explode.
After leaving Brisbane 2 days ago, Turbo's midway through an epic 4,000-kilometre dogleg to Alice Springs and then on to Darwin. Bad weather,
The 50, 70 km/h winds,
and bad luck
you can actually sink through the ground.
have docked Turbo from the start, putting him way behind schedule.
So that's cost me 3 hours of travel time.
To beat back time, Turbo's taking the most direct route to Alice, along the Plenty Highway, a notoriously rough bush track. And so far, the Plenty has lived up to its name, giving Turbo plenty of grief.
There are 2 bank pallets with their shipping around. Imagine getting a truckload of fat right and strap it down. It's just going to go all over the place like flat of the heart.
Now, with some welcome help from the station manager, Turbo's trying to fix his latest drama, the cracked wheel hub.
Yeah, that's totally, isn't it? Plastic steel. Fixed
Hello?
to set rock hard.
To
Yes.
The repair will need to be perfectly watertight.
Put the seal on either side of the actual hub seal.
Okay. Okay, I just need to shut down a couple things, but yeah, I'll be ready. I just need to start the computer. Okay,
Do what I can do
bye.
to get myself going here. And that's it, it's done.
Yay, love me dad's good. Yay. Well, Pop called me. I need to do something now.
Back on the road, and Turbo's hub is soon just a minor worry. A major worry has taken its place.
There is 8 holes along here.
Potholes filled with fine dust are hidden along the road. They're deep,
Probably 12 inches thick of all dust.
and they're dangerous.
There's a bomb right down there.
Hit a big one, and Turbo could roll his truck.
Jesus.
Today.
Turbo's worried.
Oh, there's time to pick me up. Yeah, we're in the wheelchair. Almost like Main Street.
But he wasn't expecting this mess.
You got it.